It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
You're always going to have people who don't believe that you're really good at what you do, you know, and that's probably more so because they haven't figured out how to be good at what they know or don't even know how to do, you know. So, you know, that's just what it is. You know, every level you reach, you're going to come against obstacles, and you have to combat those obstacles in order to move forward. It's almost like you're playing a video game, you know what I mean? And then the prize is your sanity. Word.
Ha! Come on with it. Come on with it.
Oh, say.
Two teams, two conferences. It's a road game for the Bulls in this one. Home court advantage goes to the Warriors playing here at the Oracle Arena. Thank you for joining us. It's the NBA presented by 2K Sports for this Thursday afternoon game. This is Kevin Harlan to call the game with our analysts Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Now let's take a look at the Bulls opening lineup. They've got Jimmy Butler, Mirotic out there with Robin Lopez. Then there's Dwayne Wade, and it's Rondo in at the point.
And Iguodala knows just how deadly his teammates can be from outside, and he looks for them to get their shot before getting his own. I think this situation for him in Golden State's perfect for his skill set.
Now here's Curry. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. Curry's got the game going here with the first basket for the Warriors.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
The drive by Rondo. Green with the block. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. Can't get it to go. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. You look at the metrics for it, Clark, and Iguodala is onto something. He just knows to look for the best team shots.
Yeah, he's got a really good basketball IQ, and I think it's his selflessness that allows him to tap into that, especially at the offensive end. Rarely forces situations offensively.
How about the quick hands on the steal and the quick feet on the break?
Yeah, a careless, silly mistake there, though. I mean, coughing the ball up and then not being quick enough to get back on defense, that's costly.
And a great stretch of games here for Wade at the end of a great stretch of games for Wade at the end of last season. I mean, he turned back the clock, if you will, for a while and really helped carry this Heat team.
Yeah, Greg, you know, I remember that stretch with Wade you're talking about. It seems like he finally now feels healthy, Clark, and it shows.
Wade himself said, Kevin, it was the best he felt in a couple of years. Health is such a big factor for him, given how he plays and selectively now likes to attack the rim.
They get it again. Rondo. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
Feeds it to Durant. Kicks to Curry. Thompson for the triple. Mirotic grabs the miss. The Bulls have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Inside. And there's Lopez. That's good on the assist by Rondo.
And I tell you what, anytime you get those easy ones, that basket starts to get bigger.
Earlier, Doris Burke spoke with head coach Fred Hoiberg. What do you find out, DB?
He told me he's a fan of Andre Iguodala, especially the way he's developed his outside shot. He said that was one weakness. He could do everything else, pass, handle, and finish. And boy, what a defender. But now that he's developed that jump shot, there are really no weaknesses in his game. Guys, that makes it awfully tough to deal with a guy who can impact the game in that many ways. Back to you.
And thank you for that, Doris. Here's Iguodala. The Bulls getting the bucket. From deep, Green. And it's Chicago with the rebound. For so long, there has been this mindset that Golden State wins through offense. But their defense, you know, Gia, you were talking about this, is where the true strength of this team lies.
Yeah, I think that's what's really allowed them to separate when you look at the rest of the league. I mean, they led the league in opponents' field goal percentage last season. And some nights, the shots weren't falling, but the defense always showed up.
And the Warriors with some changes. Pachulia, he's checked in for Draymond Green. West comes in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Livingston in for Curry. Then for the Bulls, Taj Gibson's checked in for Lopez. Doug McDermott comes in for Mirotic. And it's Calderon in for Rajon Rondo. Chicago trailing here. And it's Wade penetrating. The shot by Butler, nobody around. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. To the middle. And a strong finish with two hands.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Here's Livingston. Calderon pulls it in.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always important to have that good interior defense.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter. No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a one-footer. Come on now.
No good from Wade.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses.
And now a chance to hear from Stephen Curry about the team's struggles of late.
Whether we made shots or not, we felt like we had a chance.
You know, Clark, when you hear a talent as tremendous as Curry talk about what a struggle it is, you know you're watching just outstanding basketball.
Well, I tell you what, I like that kind of serious and focused attitude that has really always been Curry's approach. It's one of the reasons he's always working to get better and hone and upgrade his game. How he's able to take it that one notch forward each season.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle sticks for the Warriors?
Well, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
Yeah, the other thing, though, is they have attacked in the open floor. They're definitely getting a lot of easy ones that way.
Iguodala and Green are set at the forward spots. Livingston is out there with Steph Curry. And it's Pachulia in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group for the Golden State Warriors to start the second quarter.
And you know, Rondo, a strange year shooting the ball last season. For a good stretch, he was shooting the same from the free throw line as he was from three-point range, about 30%.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. Greg, you were talking about Rondo, and his shooting woes have been well documented. Clark, he tried to tap into Dirk's old shooting coach to help him out while in Dallas.
You know, a good portion of this might be mental at this point for Rondo. He is getting to the point in his career where I think it is what it is for him in regards to his shooting.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Clark, maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
It could be, Kevin. I mean, a dunk like that can sometimes get an opponent reeling.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Well, Kevin, I was able to listen in on what the head coach of the Chicago Bulls is going over in his huddle. He urged them to do everything possible to create open looks for each other. Talked about setting picks, running more set plays, anything to shake free of that defense. He also told them that he wants to see multiple passes on every possession. He said that was the key to getting the best shot each time down. Maybe making those early adjustments will give them time to judge their effectiveness by halftime. We'll soon find out, Kevin.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. Warriors leading by 9. Curry attacking. Rondo with the rebound.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
And there's the pass to Calderon. The high post shot. And the shot counts. He's fouled. It's a chance for a three-point play.
I tell you what, he has quite the act to follow. But Fred Hoiberg was a quick choice for the brass in Chicago. Signed that 5-year deal over the summer. Was easily one of the most in-demand coaches available.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Iguodala. And it's Thompson in for Sean Livingston. Warriors have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. And Kevin Durant with the slam.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
Mirotic and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Cutting into the lead with a huge one-hand throwdown.
That's how to get your team back into it.
Yes, sir.
I tell you what, guys, that might also put a little spark into those guys.
Well, Greg, for Hoiberg, it's his first job as an NBA head coach. Now, we know he played. He's been a part of an NBA front office. Clarkie came from Iowa State, where he honed his coaching skills and was highly respected.
Yeah, very much respected, particularly as an offensive coach. And we know the Bulls are pretty solid defensively, and he'll be looking to ramp up that offensive approach for that team, and I think he will.
Bulls trail by 9. Rondo with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. Three-pointer, Wade. Green with the rebound. Green's got rebound number 5 here tonight. On the wing, Green. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got his 4th assist in this one.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending.
Both free throws good from Wade. Here's Curry. And Green now, top of the key. Here's Thompson, and there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
And we finished one half of basketball. Warriors ahead, up a...
Kevin, I'm here with...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Kenny, the Jet Smith, and Shaquille O'Neal. Golden State found themselves in a close game in the first. Their biggest lead during the opening period was... Well, that's all for now, as it looks like the second half.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started.
A good quarter for Curry. He's got 8 points, and he's hit the mark twice from three-point range as well.
And Clark, it's no stretch to say the more points he gives them from beyond the arc, the better off they'll be.
Taking a look at the Bulls, Rajon Rondo is out there with Dwayne Wade. Then there's Robin Lopez. Then there's Nikola Mirotic, and it's Butler in at the 3 slot.
Just lazy defense on the glass there.
Well, nobody boxed out. Nobody put a body on anybody else. Things like that not only drive the coach crazy, that stuff gets under my skin.
And for Wade, we often talk about his physical state. But what about the mental toughness? Here's a guy who's been playing in some kind of pain every game for the past few years, but he just keeps churning the butter, not wanting to let his team down.
Impressive fast break there. They did a great job advancing the rock with the pass.
Rondo against Curry. Lopez outside. Wade kicks to Mirotic. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Greg, you brought up the topic of Wade. He's had a chance to make several tough mental adjustments throughout his career.
Well, he's always been a guy willing to alter his game for the good of the team. That's why he's got those championship rings, Kevin. You've got to be flexible, not just talented.
Yeah, when Shaq comes in and joins him, then he had to change away when LeBron came in to play
Great
a
credit
different
to
way.
him.
Yeah.
Great credit to him.
Very admirable. Some changes for Golden State. Pachulia, he's checked in for Green, and it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. Then for the Bulls, Portis comes in for Robin Lopez, and it's Calderon in for Rajon Rondo. Thompson with the bucket.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Clark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out? Almost like the 1-2 punch.
They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results right now.
You're right. 3 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here's Wade. He has 5. The dish now to Iguodala. And he gets the bucket. Iguodala's got 7 points.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
And Durant sends it back. Calderon has the open look. That's short off the rim.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And there's a foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
The Warriors making a switch here. West is checked in. Taj Gibson's checked in for Chicago. McDermott comes in for Mirotic.
This looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
I don't know. There might be more defense in the warm-ups. Right now, these are just shooting game shots.
And that one's good.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Here's Livingston. Here's Pachulia. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
You know, when you look at his numbers this season, he's had a respectable number, 77%.
Guys, he's slightly fallen off his pace from a year ago at the line, and those points from the stripe have been a little harder to come by. And Zaza Pachulia, for my money, has been one of the toughest players in the league. He's got a boxer's mentality. Even his face looks a little bit like a boxer's. He doesn't have the quick twitch muscles of some guys, but his power and effort consistently stand out.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Butler. The shot is off, and it's the Warriors taking it the other way. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead, and the shot is good. 18 points for Klay Thompson.
He's finding all kinds of ways to get it done. What a quarter he's having.
Durant against Wade. And he gets it to go. Wade's got 6 here in this quarter.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Thompson from long range. It's off.
Oracle Arena, let's keep it going for your Warriors girls.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. Bulls trail by 20. West out there with Durant. Then it's Curry. Then it's Green. And it's Livingston in at the shooting guard. That's the Warriors 5.
A beautiful pass by Rondo. That's excellent teamwork.
Took him no time at all on that one. And that's 13 points for Steph Curry.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Rondo against Curry. Lopez, a screen on Curry. Rondo dishes to Lopez. And Gibson wide open. He shoots. And it's off the back rim. No good. Left side Curry. Durant, the pass to Curry. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant. 15 points for Steph Curry.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Chicago calls timeout. Early on last year, it was clear Steph Curry was just on another level. Was an MVP candidate right from the start of the season, and he would eventually be voted that award.
And I thought very deserving. You could see how he elevated his play, and so many of us and so much talk focuses on what he does offensively. But he was ahead of the snake of a terrific defensive group for Golden State a season ago, and that's one reason why he ended up being the MVP.
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
And with Curry winning his first NBA MVP award, he played the fewest minutes by an MVP in league history, mostly because his team was up by so much he got to sit a number of fourth quarters.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Iguodala comes in for West, and it's Thompson in for Sean Livingston. Curry kicks to Green. Iguodala dishes to Green. There's the feed to Iguodala. The 10-footer. And Green with the basket on the assist by Iguodala. And it's 7 points for Draymond Green.
And with Curry and the MVP, there was some pressure with Hart. Relatively close voting, but Curry was the clear winner. Hard to argue with the season he had, leading his team to 67 wins last year.
The Bulls have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Mirotic passes to Lopez. And yes, sir, that one drops.
Nice pass there to set that bucket up.
And that's 10 of their last 12 points that have come off assists.
Curry dishes to Iguodala. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. 10 points for Andre Iguodala. Rondo against Thompson. Now here's Rondo. He's guarded closely. They get a hand on it. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. And Green gets it to go. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Warriors?
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
Yeah, they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
From the arc, Mirotic gets the bucket.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Warriors.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, Stephen Clark. An all-around dominant performance. Clark, and you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
I certainly did, and they just cracked it open and made it an NC. No contest.
Yeah, I like that.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Thompson. Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Now Wade, after the missed three from Iguodala, passes to Rondo, beyond the arc. Another three for Chicago.
The offense has clearly kicked into gear. The question, though, is it just a little too late?
Yeah, I think it may be, Greg. At least they're finally showing some signs of life offensively. Too bad I think it's past the point where it'll do much good.
And so here is Chicago after the missed three from Stephen Curry. Mirotic's shot is off. They are enjoying a commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch. Well, they're going to walk out of here with a win and send this crowd home happy.
Yeah, you know, it was a real solid performance for them in a lot of areas. I mean, they should be proud of their work tonight.
Shots good by Gibson.
They have got to put a body on it, because otherwise, with his agility and athleticism, they're not going to be able to contain him on the offensive glass.
It's Iguodala with the drive, and that one is stuffed right through.
Terrific run to seal the deal.
Yeah, and now let's just keep an eye on how much longer they keep the foot on the accelerator.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
Yeah, they were clicking in every way. I mean, all cylinders go. No question about that. And once they pulled away, they didn't let up.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Yes, Kevin.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present to you our Jordan player of the game, Klay Thompson. He came out of the locker room at halftime and was immediately on fire. That third quarter was his, and he did not hesitate to exert his will. Shaq, what'd you like about his game?
I don't know if there's a fan base that loves their star more than this crowd. Wow. I'm getting jealous, and he feeds off that support. Once they got behind him, he became unstoppable, man.
Klay Thompson is everything you want in a swingman. Long and athletic, a staunch defender, and a terrific passer. But let's not forget what makes him truly special, that silky smooth jump shot. Thompson is pure, fellas, and he can light it up.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining.